Why do humans laugh at pain? Not deep tragedy, not real suffering, not injury that makes us want to call for help, but the strange little pains of everyday life. Someone slips on a banana peel. A friend walks into a glass door. A character gets hit by a foam hammer. A person tries to look cool, trips, and pops back up, pretending nothing happened. For 1 second, everyone freezes. Then, when the brain realizes the person is probably okay, laughter comes out. That reaction can feel confusing. Pain should make us serious. Pain should make us sympathetic. Pain should tell us to protect, comfort, or stop the danger. And often, that is exactly what happens. If someone is badly hurt, most people do not laugh. The mood changes immediately. But when the pain is small, sudden, exaggerated, distant, or obviously safe, the brain can turn it into comedy. So maybe the real question is not why do humans laugh at pain? The real question is, when does pain stop feeling like danger and start feeling like a signal that tension has been released? Laughter is not only a sound of joy, it is also a social signal. It can mean, we are safe. It can mean, I am not a threat. It can mean, that was surprising, but not catastrophic. It can mean, I feel nervous and need to release pressure. It can mean, we all saw the same awkward thing, and now we are allowed to breathe again. Human laughter is older, stranger, and more flexible than a simple response to jokes. Think about a harmless fall. Before the laugh, there is often a tiny moment of alarm. The body sees balance break. Feet slide. Arms fly up. The person drops toward the ground. The brain quickly asks, is this dangerous? Are they injured? Do I need to help? That first instant is not funny. It is a threat scan. But if the person lands safely, bounces up, makes a face, or waves that they are okay, the threat collapses. The alarm has nowhere to go. Laughter becomes the release in that moment. That is why slapstick comedy works. Slapstick gives the brain danger-shaped events without real danger. A character falls, gets splashed, hit, chased, squeezed, or surprised, but the world is cartoon safe. Bodies bend, faces stretch, props bounce, and pain disappears quickly. The audience gets impact without responsibility. Surprise rises, fear sparks, safety confirms, and laughter bursts through the gap. Comedy often lives between what looked bad and what turned out okay. If a person slips and breaks a bone, the gap disappears. The event is not funny anymore, because the danger is real. If a cartoon character slips and leaves a character-shaped hole in the wall, the gap becomes huge because the pain is impossible and safe. We laugh because the brain sees impact, but knows it does not have to panic fully. Pain laughter is also about distance. We laugh more easily when the pain is fictional, far away, minor, stylized, or clearly reversible. A movie fall is easier to laugh at than a stranger falling hard beside us. A fake stage punch is easier to laugh at than a real fight. A tiny embarrassing stumble is easier to laugh at than a serious accident. Distance gives the brain permission to treat the event as a pattern, not an emergency. But physical pain is only one part of it. Humans also laugh at social pain. Embarrassment, awkwardness, rejection, mistakes, failed confidence, and public clumsiness can all create comedy. Someone gives a dramatic speech and forgets the last line. Someone waves at a person who was waving at someone else. Someone pushes a pull door with total confidence. These moments are not physically painful, but they hurt the social self. They create a tiny status wound. Why laugh at that? Because social life is full of tension. Humans care deeply about dignity, belonging, and how others see us. When someone's social performance breaks for a moment, the group notices. The person becomes exposed. That exposure creates discomfort. Laughter can soften it. It can say, yes, we saw it, but you are still part of us. It can turn a mistake into a shared moment instead of a permanent shame. This is why laughing at yourself can be powerful. When you trip and laugh first, you often take control of the meaning. Instead of letting the group decide you are humiliated, You signal that the event is harmless. You tell everyone, I am okay. This is not serious. We can move on. Self-laughter turns embarrassment into social glue. It protects dignity by giving the group a safe way to respond. But the same laughter can become cruel when the person is not safe, not included, or not laughing with the group. If the group laughs while the person feels exposed and alone, the laughter becomes a weapon. It says, we are above you. Your pain is entertainment. That is why context matters so much. The same fall can feel playful among friends and humiliating among enemies. The same mistake can feel bonding in a warm room and brutal in a mocking crowd. Humans are constantly reading whether laughter is with someone or at someone. With laughter says, the pain is safe and you still belong. At laughter says, the pain lowers you and we are watching from above. Laughter is social electricity. It can connect people, but it can also burn. Nervous laughter adds another layer. Sometimes people laugh when nothing is funny at all. They laugh during an awkward silence, after bad news, while being corrected, or when they feel scared. This does not always mean they find the situation amusing. It can mean their nervous system is overloaded. Laughter becomes a pressure valve. The body has too much arousal and needs a way to discharge it. In these moments, laughter is close to trembling, sighing, crying, or talking too fast. It is the body trying to regulate itself. But the nervous system is not choosing the perfect social response. It is trying to lower pressure. This is why people sometimes laugh after a near miss. A car almost hits them. They jump back, realize they survived, and laugh shakily. The laugh is relief wearing a strange mask. Pain laughter can also signal safety to others. Imagine a friend bumps their head lightly, pauses, then laughs. The laugh tells the group, I am okay. Do not panic. The group laughs too, not because they want the friend hurt, but because the friend has marked the event as non-dangerous. Laughter spreads because humans use each other's reactions to interpret reality. If the person in pain laughs, the observers receive permission to relax. This is one reason comedy is so contagious. We do not only laugh at the event, we laugh at the group's interpretation of the event. One person's laugh changes the meaning of what everyone saw. The accident becomes a story instead of a crisis. The tension becomes shared relief. There is also a small dose of superiority in some pain laughter. Humans sometimes laugh because another person's mistake makes them feel temporarily safer, smarter, or more coordinated. Someone falls, and a hidden part of the mind thinks, at least that was not me. Someone fails, and the observer feels a tiny lift. Comedy has long played with this feeling. The foolish character suffers so the audience can feel slightly above the chaos. But superiority alone does not explain everything. If laughter were only cruelty, we would laugh equally at severe pain, and most people do not. We laugh when the pain is contained, exaggerated, deserved in a playful way, or transformed into performance. We laugh when the situation gives us permission. We stop laughing when empathy becomes stronger than distance. That switch can happen fast. A skater falls in a funny way and people laugh. Then the skater does not get up and the laughter dies. A comedian pretends to be hurt and the audience laughs. Then the pain looks real and the room tightens. The brain is constantly updating the moral frame. Safe or unsafe, playful or cruel, minor or serious, included or excluded. This is why timing is everything. A fall is funniest when there is build-up, surprise, impact, and immediate proof of safety. The banana peel is not funny only because someone gets hurt. It is funny because confidence meets chaos. A person walks proudly, the peel appears, balance disappears, dignity drops, and reality wins. The brain enjoys the sudden reversal. Comedy loves reversals. The tall becomes small. The serious becomes ridiculous. The graceful becomes clumsy. The confident becomes confused. Pain is often part of that reversal, because bodies are the fastest way to break pride. A perfect plan can collapse through one stubbed toe. A dramatic entrance can become a stumble. A proud speech can be interrupted by a squeaky chair. The pain is not the whole joke. The collapse of control is the joke. Still, humans usually need a boundary. We need to know the suffering is not too much. That is why cartoons, clowns, and slapstick use exaggeration. Oversized props, impossible falls, rubbery bodies, and instant recovery all tell the brain, this is play. The more stylized the pain, the easier it is to laugh. Real blood, real panic, and real helplessness remove the play signal. Play is one of the deepest roots of laughter. Young animals play fight, chase, tumble, and bite gently. The body experiences danger-like movement without actual danger. Laughter may be related to that playful signal. This is not real attack. This is safe contact. Keep playing. Human comedy keeps using the same pattern. It creates a mini threat, then surrounds it with safety. That is why we laugh at pain that is harmless, but not pain that is truly harmful. The laugh is not saying pain is good. It is saying the danger pattern has been converted into play, relief, bonding, or control. The brain sees the fall, scans for threat, confirms safety, and turns the leftover tension into sound. So when humans laugh at pain, we are seeing several systems overlap. The survival brain sees danger. The social brain checks the group. The moral brain checks whether the person is truly hurt. The play brain asks whether this is safe performance. The nervous system releases pressure, and the audience decides whether to help, laugh, or go silent. That is why laughter at pain can feel innocent in one moment and cruel in another. It depends on safety, distance, intention, severity, relationship, and whether the person in pain is included in the laugh. A friend slipping and laughing with you can become a shared memory. A stranger being humiliated while everyone laughs can become social harm. Humans laugh at pain because pain creates tension, and laughter is one way the body turns tension into meaning. Sometimes that meaning is relief. Nobody is badly hurt. Sometimes it is bonding. We all survived the awkward moment. Sometimes it is control. I can laugh at myself before shame takes over. Sometimes it is nervous regulation. My body does not know what else to do. And sometimes, unfortunately, it is dominance. Your discomfort makes me feel above you. The important difference is whether laughter protects connection or breaks it. So the next time you laugh when someone trips, or when a cartoon character gets flattened, or when you yourself make an embarrassing mistake, notice the tiny sequence. First comes surprise, then alarm, then the safety check, then the release. The laugh is not only about pain, it is about the brain discovering that the pain does not have to become disaster. Humans laugh at pain because we are fragile bodies inside social groups, constantly balancing empathy, fear, relief, play, and pride. Pain reminds us that control can break in a second. Laughter reminds us that not every break has to become tragedy.